we've had quite the journey.
Yes.
You've had quite the journey getting here.
Yes.
I feel like, you know, I've talked about this on a couple of my lives the last few days, and I talked about the people that you spend time with and the energy that they bring to you, and or people that take energy from you. And when you have those genuine relationships with people, the hurdles that you'll go through to show up for those friends and to have those friends. And it feels really good to know that you're one of those friends to me, and I think that you know that I'm one of those friends to you. But I'd love you to tell the audience for like a quick 2-minute recap of like what you had to go through to get here today.
So I go to Dallas, and I did an on-site consulting thing there, and so I wasn't thinking passport, I think fly to Dallas.
Right.
So then I'm about to go get...
Also keeping in mind we had this plan for a while.
Yeah, this has been planned for a while. So like I knew flight was... So I fly Utah to Dallas, then I was flying Dallas to Mexico, then I fly Mexico to Orlando, and then Orlando home. And that was kind of my like little segue.
Right.
Not thinking passport. So then I'm in Dallas, I was like, fetch, I forgot my passport. So it's like Saturday night, I call up my assistant, and I was like, hey, we need to figure out how to give me my passport. So you can't overnight it, it's Saturday night. So then I'm like posting on Instagram, and I find people that are flying from Utah to Dallas on Sunday morning, which would have got there on time. So I was like, okay, go get my passport. And I actually had a private jet going from Dallas to Utah that I was like, hey, so my assistant was like, I've always wanted to fly in a private jet. So I was like, oh, I'll fly you out. So then she was all excited. So she goes in my house, lifts up everything, can't find the passport. And I was like I'm talking on FaceTime for an hour, going through every nook and cranny in my house, then goes to my office, then goes to my storage.
And this is the night before you're leaving.
The night before, yeah. So then I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, F it, we don't have a passport, so how do I get there? And all of a sudden my buddy texts me, he's like, hey, what if you just went to San Diego, crossed the border by foot, and then flew from Tijuana to Cozumel? So I canceled all my flights.
And I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could either.
Right.
I literally, so I posted on Instagram, I was like, is this a terrible idea, or is this like a legit thing? Like, I'm like, are you effing with me? Like, so.
It seems like something...
It was Bobby in the circle.
Oh, okay. It seems like something somebody would fuck with you on.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So then I posted, and I had like 20 people that are like, yeah, you can do that. So I was like, okay, 20 random people DM me like, oh, I've done that before. I was like, feeling pretty good about this. So I changed my flights, go across the border, get in a hotel in Tijuana on Sunday night. My flight leaves Monday morning. I get to the airport at like 5:45 in the morning. I go up to the front desk, and I go to pull out, she's like, I just need your ID. And I was like, oh yeah, good thing I don't need my passport. And I pull out my wallet, and I'm like, where's my ID? I was like, so now I lost my ID. And I was like, suck. So then I was like retracing my steps. I'm like, I don't have an ID. I don't have a passport. I'm in Mexico. This sucks. So then I book it back to the hotel, find the ID, fly back, barely make it through security, barely make it. I had to butt the line, sell somebody on like letting me in, and made it on the flight.
Good to use your skills.
Yes. Por suerte hablo español.
Yes.
And I get to Mexico, and I'm here. Now the question is, can I get back?